I saw your video about the Clinton Chronicles that you were in, and there's a
Okay, you need to go to LarryNichols.us. I think you can get there also by going to AskLarryNichols.com. Okay.
Mr. Nichols, this is Jason Goodman. How are you, sir?
Hey, Jason, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Working with George on the investigation. I've seen you on InfoWars a ton of times. Really pleased to meet you here on the phone.
Now the honor's mine, yeah, John. Get in, dig in, get you some of this. This is hell.
So I'm looking at your YouTube page right here. Ask Larry Nichols. What's the video you'd like us to check out?
Well, there's one on there that says Larry Nichols has the tapes or heard the tapes. You see that? It's just a short little word, 10, 15-minute piece. Something says something has the tapes.
Has the tapes?
something hesitates.
Hesitates.
Something hesitates.
No, has the tape.
Has
the tapes.
I see it right here. I see Larry Nichols heard the tapes. Is that the one?
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Now, let me get George and Jason. Let me give you what's going on.
Yeah.
I want you to remember two press conferences. Two. One was the press conference James Comey had when he read off all the crimes Hillary had committed.
Yes, July 5th or 6th.
Then when everybody thought she was gone, he announced no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute him, and he didn't. Remember that one?
Yes, July 6th, 2016.
Okay. Very soon after that, well, then let's go to the second press conference that I'm speaking of is the one where he comes out right before the election.
Yep. October 27th.
And says that, they thoroughly investigated everything and there's nothing there.
Yep.
Now, what was the date on that? Do you have it by chance?
I think it's October the 27th, I believe.
All right, that sounds about right. All right, so those are the 2 points I want you to reference to. After the first press conference, a few days later, I cannot tell you how many, I don't remember. A few days later, I get a call, and it was much like a call from you. The guy said, "Is this the Nichols of Clinton fame?" And I said, "Well, I don't know if it's fame, but if you're talking about the battle with the Clintons, yeah, it is." He said, "All right, good. I want you to hear something." Now, before I could open my mouth, because I wouldn't have spent time listening, he started playing this recording. Now, guys, this recording, I can tell you who was in the meeting. It was Loretta Lynch, James Comey, John Podesta.
Oh.
Now, those three were mentioned by name several times as they were talking to each other. The other voice that was dominant was that of Rice, Susan Rice.
Yeah.
Then there were a couple of other people that were there that I surmised to be Clinton campaign people. And what's significant about that is they're talking and they're livid. Podesta is just shouting, screaming at Comey and saying that he better hope Hillary doesn't get it, I mean, just wild, crazy stuff, that he had destroyed their campaign. That stupid move destroyed her. And Comey tried to say he didn't, but anyway, that's what they were livid. Well, when everybody kind of got calmed down, Lynch said, "Well, we better figure something to do." And Podesta made a comment, and I'm paraphrasing all this. Podesta made the comment, something to the order of, "Well, look, what's done, something, got to figure out how to get out of this." Lynch said, Can't we use rope-a-dope? Now, rope-a-dope is a play that I put into the Clinton playbook, and it's when you get caught doing something. If you're smart, you'll just lay low, just get real quiet, let them beat on you. The media's going to beat, they're going to write, they're going to say all these terrible things, but if you don't respond to any of them, it won't go that long. And then plus, there'll be an earthquake or a tornado somewhere, and the media will immediately be off you and be on something else. Now, decided to do, it was a combination of them all throwing in 2 little cents worth. The plan was that here's what we're going to do to fix it. Podesta said, look, Comey, you've got to drop it. You've got to come out and say there's nothing here. That there was no crime. None of this bullshit stuff you were saying, which, you know, like, no reason to be prosecuted. No, he said, you've got to shut it down. Comey said he would. And they worked out how they were going to do it. You know, he was going to hold a press conference and he'd say, you know, after review, and I know this is touchy, but we devoted everything we had and we found nothing that she's guilty of, and dropped the cases, dropped all of the investigations. Now that, guys, if that isn't collusion and obstruction of justice, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
That's the acting attorney general working in concert with the head of a presidential campaign, forcing the FBI and everybody to do certain things to benefit Hillary. I mean, if you could hear it, it sends chills down your spine because they were just so, you know, just adamant. Now, but then, remember, guys, I don't have that tape or that recording, whatever it was. I don't have it. It was played to me.
Uh-huh.
So you say, well, Larry, he made it up. And y'all, I could have made this tape up. Could have done it. Since I don't have it, I could have made it up. Except for one thing. On and around October 31st, I was doing a conference call to organize different groups to help different groups help elect Trump. On October the 31st, at this conference call, which was recorded, I tell of this tape. And I tell in this recording exactly what they're going to do. And they did it. Exactly. Now, you can say what you want to, but how could I have known this?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because you wrote the play.
Well, I wrote the play, you bet. But the other thing is, how could I have known to say with such specificity on October 31st what they were going to do and how they were going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
I had to have heard something, is my point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I have when you see that announcement or whatever you call those things that YouTube thingy. You see it,
Notification.
there'll be another one.
Yeah.
It's after it. And what I'm trying to tell everybody, George, guys, I'm trying to tell everybody, the ones we have to fight are the Republicans, not the Democrats. Democrats are going to be against us no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
What scares me to death are the John McCain's, Lindsey Graham's, Paul Ryan's, Mitch McConnell. Those guys are traitors.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, what I think we've got to do is we've got one more chance, guys, one more, 2018. Every member of Congress that's run again. A third of the Senate has to run again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is a chance that if we can, you know, if we can get me in the game against Lynch, Comey, and Podesta over that tape, as I said in a thing that I sent to the Justice Department, look, this tape, don't be confused, I don't have it, but let's play ball. You get Lynch, Comey, Podesta, and Rice into a hearing, put them under oath, and ask them if there was such a meeting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if they say no, then I suggest you get me, put me under oath. And then if I can't produce proof of what I heard, then I deserve to go to jail. But if I can prove what I say I can, then I insist what's good for the goose, good for the gander.
Mr. Nichols, is there any way to get back to the person who played you the tape?
Jacob, how do I say it? just know that I'll be there when the time comes.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you well enough if we came to Arkansas that we could interview you on camera?
No, Lord, no. I wish you wouldn't.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
in bad shape.
That's fine.
I mean, I'll do Skype with you, whatever you want. But,
Well, we'd love to have you as a guest on the show, certainly.
well, I mean, I'll do it. It's just, we've got to be a little bit flexible. Some days I can do fairly okay, and some days I can't even.
We'll certainly
whenever,
work with
whenever
you.
you're feeling well enough, you know.
Yeah. Well, you've given us a lot of great info, and we're going to pass it along to our viewers tonight. And we'll let you rest tonight, and we'll call you in a couple of days, and we'll certainly try to find a time in your schedule where you're feeling better and get you in the middle of the day.
Yeah, now, what is y'all's program? I never did even ask that.
I can send you a link to the YouTube channel. What's the best email address to reach you on?
Do me a favor, send it to my text. My email address is nicholslive@aol.com.
Okay, but you'd rather have me text it to 440-897-0611?
Yes, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. I'll text you a link to the channel, and we've got interviews on there and our live streams and all kinds of stuff. I'll be really pleased for you to take a look at it.
Yeah, how big an audience do y'all have? It doesn't matter if you've got 2 or 2 million. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
right
Word's
now,
gotta get out.
so George has his own channel, and I've got the Crowdsource the Truth channel. George has about 40,000, and Crowdsource the Truth has about 11,700.
And growing. We're combining the two
Right.
audiences. We're combining the two audiences over time.
Good. Well, so much that people are missing. We're in the middle, Jacob, George. We're in the middle. Actually, we're towards the end of a velvet coup. These son of bitches are taking over our country.
Yep.
Now, on that same place where you found that the recording of the, Nichols heard the tape or whatever, if you go there, there's one that says, there's an hour and 7-minute long recording, which is way too long, but it would help y'all if y'all listen to it, because there I try to just in one setting set out, where we are exactly and how bad we are right now. They're not trying to get rid of. I know y'all know this, but maybe your audience doesn't. They're not trying to neutralize Trump. They're not trying to do as they have done in years past when the other party guy gets to be president and the out party jumps on the president and causes all this trouble with an attempt to just shut down their agenda. They're not doing that to Trump. They're out for blood. They are out to get him impeached.
Yep. Yep.
Well, or killed.
I'm sorry?
Or killed.
You know what I know, so there. I mean, it's obvious they're pushing the envelope. Now, I want you to think about this. If tomorrow everything could be made okay, somehow miraculously, just about take God interceding to do it, but let's just say miraculously we wake up tomorrow and everybody's okay, things we've lived through it, we're sitting here. Could you ever, starting tomorrow, under any conditions, ever, either one of you, believe that, I lost my train of thought. The media. Do either one of y'all believe the media tomorrow, if everything got right, do you think you could ever believe they were an honest and truthful source of news?
Well, no, sir. That's the whole reason we created Crowdsource the Truth.
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, here's the problem. If you realize that, so does the media. They have gone all in. They have pulled everything they've got into this coup. And if it loses, they're destroyed. The only way the media is going to come out after making such a committal as they have is for at least, one of your guys or one of the bad guys. Hell, I don't even know how they come out. I'm just saying, there's no way the media comes out. They're exposed.
Yeah.
So that should tell you where we're at. It's all or nothing, guys. They are in all or nothing. The problem is our side, the great moral Christian conservatives, we don't seem to want to fight as hard as they do.
Yep.
And we have to.
Yes.
We have to.
I agree. Well, that's a very inspirational message, and we'll take that to our listeners tonight, and we'll let you get some sleep now, and we'll talk to you a little bit later and a little bit earlier in the day. Okay, Larry?
Yeah. What days do y'all do your shows? Once a week?
Pretty much every day.
We pretty much do one every day. We could call you Sunday if you're available on Sunday, maybe more in the afternoon.
Yeah, we might try that. What I was going to get at, if you want to help me and help you, when we do the interview, you should let a lot of people, any way you can, know that I'm coming to do an inside interview.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully grow some more listeners from the people, viewers, from the people that, have heard of me, but they don't know where to get where to hear me.
You're very famous, so of course that would be a tremendous honor.
Badly.
Yeah, you're tremendous. That would be a tremendous honor. Yep.
Now, last thing we'll leave you with is the coup.
Yep.
In a traditional coup, I've been a part of 5 of them throughout the world. In a traditional coup, what is the first rule? What is the rule? The first thing you have to take over to pull off?
The military.
Military. Now, in a velvet coup or soft coup, what is the first thing you have to take over?
The police.
Presidency?
I'm sorry?
The police. I say the police.
I said the presidency.
No, the media.
The media.
Oh, okay.
If you understand the workings of a soft coup and how it works, how it's developed, how it's done, I'm talking about throughout history. That's the key to a soft coup. First thing you do is you get the control of the media. Well, look at what's happening to us. They've got control of the media.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is one of the barometers I used to say, look, you got to see it coming. It's here.
Yep.
But
It's
anyway,
definitely here.
let's talk Sunday afternoon,
Okay.
and I'll try to be able to do it.
Wonderful. Well, it's a pleasure to be in touch with you, Mr. Nichols. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Very good, and unless y'all don't call me later, I'll quit talking to you. I'm just kidding.
God bless you.
Take care.
Take care.
I got you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You can tell it's all.